What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel Revenue with Rob. Today we're going to be talking about your eternal seed. So if you find any value in this video, you could go ahead and like it, share it, subscribe to the channel, and we'll go ahead and get into today's video. How to go ahead and sign up, join us as it says. Step by step. That way, if there's anybody has any questions about it, you'll be able to refer to this video as a how-to video to go ahead and sign up. I'll show you starting from this page, the other pages. Hopefully I won't show too much personal information, but how to go from here all the way to the board. One thing I will not be showing is the personal information of the senior or the water position, because when that page comes up, it does show you their details. So I'm not going to show that. That's pretty self-explanatory once you get to that point of how to send your gift to them, whether it be Google Pay, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, based on what preferences they have in there. But it does show contact information in there. If there's a way that you can gift that's not there for their preferences, with their personal information, you can reach out to them to find out how you'll go ahead and communicate that with them. One thing I also want to say is once you get on the board, you do need to do things as quickly as possible, because you can hold the board up and other people can hold the board up. You want to keep it flowing and moving. That way you can retire the board as quickly as possible, because the sooner that the board is retired, the faster you get your gifts. So with that being said, we will go ahead and get started. Okay, so what we want to do first, step one, once we get to this site, your eternal seed, here's how it works. Oh, okay, so it has a virtual back office, so you can actually track what's going on, which is a lot different from some of the other ones that I've seen, which is good because I'd like to be able to track it. Not to saying that the other ones don't have tracking, but I haven't seen anything that has a virtual back office, so this is good. And I guess that's what the $10 donation fee, the $10 donation is for the back office. Makes sense. All right. So we got 5 different levels here. 25 to 200. Okay. All right. So we'll come down here and put our inviter's name, first name, last name, email address, retyped email address, phone number, gift preference. I guess this is how you want to send or receive gifts, whether I guess it's PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. I'm gonna fill this out just a moment here. Then I got to create a username, password. Okay, so once you enter all that information, your invitee's name, first and last name, email address, put the email address in again, your gift and preferences. All right, so let's go ahead and do this here. Okay. Again. Okay, Bobby Smith, Robert Uno. To send your one-time $10 donation to activate your back office. Step 1, to get started, please choose how you would like to send your donation. Click here for Google Pay, Bluebird, Bitcoin, Cash App. Click here if you send Bitcoin with Cash App. Okay. So let's, hold on, let me read this before I jump into it too quick. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead. Okay, so I went into here for Cash App. This is if you are sending Bitcoin. I choose not to send Bitcoin, so I'm gonna go with Google Pay. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Bitcoin at all. I mean, you do need it, you will need it later on, but that's another topic for discussion. But I'm gonna choose to go with Google Pay. All right, so please send $10 to this email address. Be careful to only include your username in the notes, nothing else. All right, after you have sent your $10 donation to the user's name and a screenshot of payment receipt showing the amount of your eternal seed activation only, gmail.com. Don't send screenshots to the Gmail address above. All right, so let me go ahead and do that. So finally got in. One thing I would suggest is before you get started, as far as the payment options that were on the previous page, your donation options, there was Google Pay, Bluebird, and Bitcoin. Make sure you have that ready before you get started. That way you won't have the same problem I did. It took me a few days because my Google Pay, something was wrong with that, but I called him and got that straightened out. But after you send in the information, the donation, it gets confirmed, and this is the next page that it brings up for us. So let's see here. Click here for board placement instructions. Okay, so here we go. Entry level. Okay, remember everyone enters at the $25 level. Then you have to go in order, I'm guessing. We'll figure it out together. But let's get started. Your gift instructions are on your home page. All right, so this is what the board looks like. At the top in the middle shows the amount of the board for the gifts that will be sent to the person in the senior position or water position based on which SouSou you're familiar with dealing with. It shows the date the board's created, last updated. So I am at the bottom, number 4, Robert Uno. So this board is going to, well, it already has. During the making of this video, I found out it split before I got the video finished. So I'll show you that in a minute. So right now, if we look at the bottom, I'm in the number 4 slot. And once it's split, it's going to split between 4 and 5, and everything from the right, 5 going to the right, that's going to be another board, and 4 going left is going to be another board itself. So during the making of this video, it has already split, and I'll go ahead and show you that right now. So there it is, it has split. Now I'm on the next to the last row, which would be considered the sophomore row, or the air position, like I said, based on what SouSou you're used to dealing with. But yes, I haven't even finished making the video yet, same day, and the board has already split. That's why I say it's very important to keep the board moving as fast as possible. Once you make it to the board, pay as quickly as possible. I say contact the person you're gifting in the number 1 slot once you've paid, or if you have any questions about their payment preferences, to go ahead and make that happen as soon as possible. That way we keep the board moving, because your main goal is to get to that number 1 slot, and that slot is the slot that is receiving the gifts from the 8 individuals at the bottom. But yeah, this board's already split prior to me finishing this video, so it can move very, very quickly. So check this out. I stopped late last night having some issues online with the computer, but logged in this morning. I just want to give y'all an example of how fast the board moves when people are doing their part. The last page I showed, well, I'll start from the beginning. This is the original one where I first came onto the board here, and then I told you a few hours later while I was making this same video, the board split, and I'm over here at this point, and then I went to bed and woke up, and it has split again. So in less than, I'll say 12 hours, I'm already in the junior position. So based on, I mean, as you can see, I've already started to get my invitees. So just waiting on everybody else to do their part. Got a few more coming in myself. But next I'll be in the number 1 position, which we all know, like we've been talking about, those are the ones that receives the gifts, this spot right here. So I will hopefully I'll finish this video by the time I get there, so I can show you that in the same video, or hopefully I'll be here by the time I finish this video. But as you can see, it's still the same date. We go back, there's the board number, that's the date it's created, it's last time it's modified. I'm right here. Go back 1 board, still the same date. I'm right here. Go back 1 more, still the same date. So I mean, you can move all the way across the board within a very short period of time when people are doing their part. So I mean, like I said, you need a color other than black to show that you have been inviting people. All right, so that is gonna wrap it up for this video. You can see the information on the screen. If you want to go ahead and join us today, there is the link. It will not be in the description. I'm just gonna leave it right here, and it will ask for an inviter. So your inviter, it would be myself, which is Robert Uno. If you want to. Now, I'm not saying you have to do this, but if you would like to join your Eternal Seed and you need an inviter, there's the information you need. I hope this was helpful. If you could, go ahead and like the video, share, subscribe. This may not be for you, but it may be for somebody else, so share it with them if you like. But that's gonna wrap this one up. Have a great day.